Yo, what is up, everybody? I haven't watched the Brothers War spoilers yet, so I think we're gonna do that. We are gonna do that right now. Not these spoilers, but the Brothers War Building Worlds. I have not watched that yet, so kind of excited. I'm kind of excited to see what they talk about. I'm kind of excited to see if there are going to be any spoilers here in the video. Need to get my chat box here. There we go. And see if I can get the pop out chat. There we go. So I'm going to start it here in just a minute. Right after I get my chat window out here. There we go. Perfect. It looks really cool. I'm already excited to watch this. I don't know if you guys have checked out the art that no, Tyler, not playing League right now. But I might later, actually. Tomorrow's my first day at the new job, so I want to be refreshed and have plenty of sleep and things like that. So I just got done doing laundry a little while ago. I still got to pull everything out of the dryer and then get it all folded and whatnot. So yeah, we're gonna watch the Brothers War Building Worlds spoiler because I haven't seen it yet, and I want to see what all stuff is. What are they even going to talk about? That's what I want to know. So, give me just one sec. We'll start it here in just a minute. I'm going to grab a drink, and I will be right back because I'm almost out. And you know what? Only the finest glasses will do when you're grabbing a drink. So I've got a nice, great value tomato basil spaghetti sauce jar. These things hold a lot. It's 24 ounces. So you know what? I always reuse these. I can't ever find myself throwing them away because, well, it's a nice cup. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing here. So all right, let's get this started. I want to watch this and see what's going on in the Brothers War.
Hello, Magic fans. I'm Lady Danger from the Command
Lady
Zone podcast,
Danger.
here to bring you a behind-the-scenes look at the making of Magic's latest set, The Brothers War.
And I've only watched a couple of these actually, so I don't know all the stuff they go over.
Clash with the Phyrexians and Dominaria United, but they haven't given up just yet. Instead, they're looking to the past and searching for a solution in the Brothers War, one of the most pivotal events in Magic's history. It's a fight that changed Dominaria.
We got what, Mishra and Urza?
Planeswalkers wielded godlike power. The Phyrexians
That's Urza.
First plays at
Krug. Okay.
Conquest, and the fates of entire worlds were shaped by the work of some of Magic's most legendary artificers.
I'll move myself over here.
Sam from Rhystic Studies gave us a look at the landscapes of modern-day Dominaria. So now, let's hear a bit more about the marvels of engineering that made the plane what it is today.
Ringed by white stone, Teresia was a city of scholarship and knowledge, where magic promised a brighter future to a world devoured by artifice.
Although, real quick, is the audio okay? Because that's what I'm curious about. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is instead of listening to it through my speakers, I'm going to put my headset on because it sounds a bit better that way. There we go. Much better. Though I need to turn that down just a little bit. And I just need an audio output capture from my headphones. We should be good.
It began with the monumental discovery of an artifact from an ancient civilization, a technological marvel that rerouted the trajectory of Dominaria's future. The ornithopter, the butterfly's wings that flapped and swelled into a hurricane. What is an artifact? To the academics and scholars, an artifact is the key to unlocking the mysteries of the past. In volumes and tomes, knowledge passes through generations of curious readers and studious pupils. The written word transcends time in the pages of a book. What is an artifact? To the archaeologists and excavators, an artifact is the gateway to new technology. To unearth and decipher the designs of the Thran is to stand on the shoulders.
All right, so it looks like we're definitely going to have the Power Stones be a pretty big thing here. That's what I'm seeing. So I'm wondering if that means Karn, the Karn from Dominaria United, is actually going to end up being good in the Brothers' War. Even though everybody says he's like the worst Planeswalker ever made, or at least the worst Planeswalker card, is it actually going to end up being good because of, you know, lots of Power Stones being made? I guess we'll find that out.
Shoulders of giants. The brothers' mentor understood the gravity of this responsibility. The boys, however, were young and naive. What is an artifact? To Urza and Mishra, an artifact is a tool, a weapon to be wielded. The Power Stone they divided became a symbol of their fractured kinship, and an omen of a continent at war. In the brothers' automatons manifest their tactical values. Mishra's army is fast, sharp, and sleek. Urza's army, in contrast, is heavy, shielded, and stalwart.
I turned the volume
Their
down
war
there.
is the collision between an unstoppable
And-
force and an immovable object.
There we go. How about that? Is that a little bit better?
The apprentices Ashnod and Tawnos also harness the power of artifacts. While one looks to nature to inspire designs, the other follows a sinister path and manipulates the bodies of the living and the dead. Tawnos' primal clay statues fight to protect, while the mindless transmigrants of Ashnod's legion obey but one protocol: to destroy. They wear armored crowns made of black spheres to hide.
The Transmogrant's Crown. I'm noticing some of the artists I recognize, but I don't recognize them all. And I haven't looked at all the spoilers, but we're going to after the video. We're gonna look at those, and we're gonna see what we can piece together here. Does the audio balance seem a little bit better now?
Their disembodied faces, the identities of the people they once were. All the artificers of Dominaria know that this war will be determined by the resolve of their machines. The mines have been stripped, the power plants have been siphoned, the scrap metal has been gathered and repurposed to perpetuate the stalemate. Within every artifact lives the idealized image of its creator. Through their constructs, they
So I don't recognize a lot of these people, and just for context, I have not read any of the books. So I know there's a book that came out, I think it was early 2000s, possibly late 90s, called The Brothers' War. I haven't read that, so I don't know all of these characters. I know a lot of you guys probably will, and there's a couple channels that cover Magic the Gathering lore really well. So probably I would check those out as well to get a better understanding of who these people are.
Impose their will onto the world. But one artifact will reduce all the efforts to nothing. An unassuming relic of tremendous power. The end all device
Lauren.
will guarantee victory to whomever.
So that's a Silex. Okay, Urza Silex.
The Brothers' War was the first time that Dominaria's fate hinged on the destructive force of the Silex, but it would not be the last. Thousands of years later, in the present day, the Silex is once again central to another war, a larger war, the scale of which touches the entirety of the multiverse. In order to travel back in time and learn the secrets of this device, our heroes had to build an artifact.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but have we not had a Teferi in almost all of the last sets? Because we've had Teferi in Midnight Hunt. We had Teferi in Core Set 2021 with what 6, 7, 8 different versions of Teferi in Core 2021, and now we've got another Teferi Time Raveler. Was that right? Teferi Time Raveler? No, sorry, Temporal Pilgrim. Teferi Time Raveler is one of the other Teferis. Now we've got Teferi Temporal Pilgrim. So that's interesting.
Of this device, our heroes had to build an artifact.
The Temporal Anchor. You know what this reminds me of is that one from, I think it's Aether Revolt, the artifact that got banned, Paradox Engine. This just gives me that vibe. Are they building, are they going to print another artifact that's going to end up being insanely strong, that's going to be banned instantly? Hopefully not.
With this being a look back at Magic's history, there are some special considerations to take into account. How do you capture a years-long conflict in a single card set? And how do you build an existing story without losing what's already there? For the answers to those questions and more, let's hear a bit from the designers of the Brothers' War.
This particular event, the Brothers' War, it's such a pivotal moment in the history of the multiverse. But it's a really old story. It's from like the 90s. And Magic's audience is constantly changing and growing and evolving. And there's so many players who haven't read this, who've maybe only heard of it vaguely. Us being able to retell it now and build a new set sort of gives it a second chance at life.
Yeah, Lady Danger.
The way that something like really exciting can be. Being handed like a white hot coal that is like, this is the most important thing in the world for a lot of people who know far more about this game and the setting than you do. Do something cool with it.
We were just
It's Gix in the background there, I think. This guy here.
Into a whole new thing that wasn't like we're just retreading antiquities, but we're actually, retelling the story from the novel, one of the most well-known Magic novels.
The set is based off of a novel. The novel is based off of a different Magic set.
There are definitely fantastical elements about this world that we really wanted to bring to life. Inspiration from the novel and a couple little nuggets that we wanted to...
Wait a minute. So the novel is based off of a different set. I'm assuming they're talking about the Urza's Saga, Urza's Legacy Saga, and Destiny. I'm assuming they're talking about that saga. Tommy, I don't know. Like, it's always strange playing these sets. Like every time one comes out, I'm always thinking, well, what could be next? What can they do? I don't know. I guess there's probably plenty of content in the book, and then they can always create new planes as well. Like I think Ikoria was basically a created plane. I don't know that for certain, but if they come out with things like that, I think that they could just picture it as No Man's Sky, but Magic. There's a trillion different planets or something like that, a trillion different stars, or a quintillion or something like that. Maybe we can have that many sets. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I I think there's plenty of content left, and they can create since they're already since Magic does their production cycle a couple years out. There's already going to be new sets that we can't even imagine yet, and they're so tight-lipped on that we don't find out. Well, sometimes, occasionally, we find out about things early. I don't know if you guys remember this. I think it was last year. There was a guy on Reddit. It was very cryptic. So he made a post. I don't know if that post is still up, but he made a post on Reddit talking about all of the spoilers that were going to happen this year. And he had very specific things that he was talking about. I'd have to go back and see if I can't find that and then compare it to what actually came out and find out how accurate it was. But it feels like there are some people out there that know what's going on, and they just drop those little spoilers and stuff. Yeah, they can always add things on, just like the Wilds of Eldraine. So if they take a set. And I think I'm curious to see how that's actually going to work. We've got Throne of Eldraine, and then they're going to expand on that. How, like, what is that going to look like? I just can't imagine. I don't have like that kind of imagination. What is the Wilds of Eldraine going to be? Because it was already like Forest and Fairy Tale. So I guess maybe just a deeper dive into that. I wonder if we're going to see things like Knights in Shining Armor, Rapunzel, Sleeping Beauty. Are we going to see things like that? Who knows? Merge generations. Tom, you talk about generations of players? Like, how do we merge, like, the old players with the new players? Or, like, the old generation of a product, like, let's say, Urza's Destiny, with a new generation of that product, the Brothers War. Because I think both are valid questions. Like, how do you combine it so the old players can get the same enjoyment as some of the new players do, and they might even get deeper enjoyment because of all the references from the old sets and things like that. I don't know. It's a delicate balance, because then alongside all of that, we have $1,000 booster boxes with $250 packs in them that make all those older players pissed. So it's like, okay, now now what do we do? Always a dance. Let's keep going here.
On ourselves, just because honestly, it looks super cool to tackle a whole war.
Simian Simulacrum. Wow.
The Brothers War is all about, giant robots hitting each other.
Me, because I'm 12-year-olds on the inside, did get very excited about the idea of doing giant robots running around.
A lot of early exploration was just, first of all, reading through the book.
So I wonder, just real quick, in the Kaladesh cycle, you know how there was the Gear Hulks, like Cataclysmic Gear Hulk? I wonder if some of these are going to be that similar cycle, like, hulking Metamorph and so on and so on and so on. Kind of like the Gear Hulks.
A lot of early exploration was just, first of all, reading through the book way too many times, and then trying to break down, like, do we have enough cool, awesome moments to fill out a card set?
There's a lot of really great juicy bits within the novel, but it also provided sort of a nice blank canvas in a lot of areas to really expand.
Blitz, I like that one.
The needs of hundreds of cards.
We have 51 cards that depict moments from the novel, but then we have 250 other cards.
Is that the Thran portal? Or the portal from Dominaria United? Because it kind of looks like that. And that looks like Blitzcrank.
Cards that depict moments from the novel, but then we have 250 other cards that are showing what else is going on.
We're just trying to find the spaces.
Yeah, Colin, all artifacts.
What's happening around the world that isn't necessarily focused on the direct actions of these two brothers?
This telling of the Brothers War takes place in a context of a larger arc.
There's going to be so many robots in this set. It's going to be perfect for you, dude.
Essentially casts himself back into time, and that's our vehicle for witnessing the Brothers' War. The full scope of the 60 years from start to finish, from the ground up.
We separated the story into 3 acts. So there's like Act 1.
Urza and Mishra are from Argive. They're the first and second born sons of an Argivian noble who has just passed away. As part of their education, they are sent out to the Great Desert and work alongside a...
Wait a minute. So because there's the deserts, I've heard some people talking about deserts actually being a land cycle that's going to be coming back. And if you don't know, desert is a basic land type. So we may see deserts again. That's really cool, I think. We've got wastes and desert. Desert, if I remember right, actually originated back with not antiquities, but Arabian Nights. I think desert originated in Arabian Nights. Do you think it'll be wastes? I thought it was going to be desert, because I'm pretty sure desert is a basic land type. That's what it looks like to me. It could be wastes.
Renowned and
But I'm thinking it's desert.
Tacasia, who is excavating Thran ruins and artifacts. They discover the Caves of Koilos, which is a very important site in Dominarian history
Okay.
and
Caves of Koilos.
Magic's history. While exploring the Caves of Koilos, they find...
That is Titania in the back
single
too, by the
large
way.
Power stone. They just touch the Power Stone, and it shatters into 2. One that glows green and one that glows red. And the brothers named them the Might Stone and the Weak Stone because of the properties that they have.
I think it was Urza named them that, and then Mishra got angry because he had the weak stone.
Right, yeah. Urza did the older brother thing, which is like, I have the Might Stone, and...
I really like that they,
younger brother has the Weak Stone. It's not that great. That's kind of like the start of their entire rivalry. Mishra is jealous. He's
That
like,
they're
I
giving
only
all this
want
backstory, because
the
like I
Might
said, I
Stone,
haven't read the
not
books.
Just this Weak Stone.
They have like a major sort of falling out, and they both go on their own separate ways.
And then Act 2 is like the meat of the conflict, where they're just like building their separate armies and throwing them at each other. Giant mechs.
There's big mechs sort of like marching
Yep.
across the landscape.
Titanium
They're starting
melding,
to
yep.
build
We'll take a look at that,
trenches
actually.
in the land, and they had to power everything with individual power stones.
Basically like mini nuclear reactors with each just
Wait a minute. He said something there. They have to power everything with power stones. We had those counters. What are those counters you gotta put on your cards in like Aether Revolt and I think Kaladesh? They had those counters that everybody hated because they were not interactable. I wonder if we're gonna have to have power stones. If you're gonna have to use power stone tokens, let's say you have X number of power stones, tap X number of power stones, and your mech becomes a creature until end of turn. That makes a lot of sense, because if some of these mechs can't be crewed, but instead you have to use power stones, he did just say that they have to use power stones to power these mechs. That makes sense to me. Energy counters, yes. So instead of using the energy counters, we use the power stones. They're artifacts, so they can be interacted with. Let's say you're building, your little army of mechs there. You then have to power those mechs with power stones. This is completely just, thoughts, but that makes sense. And because it's interactable, your opponents can destroy artifacts and stuff, and that way they can stop your army of mechs from just tromping over their over their board state. I think that'd be kind of cool, actually.
Power stones.
Basically like mini nuclear reactors with each just the power stones. And then Act 3 is like, well, we've reached the apocalypse now, and everything is awful.
Desolate no man's land across.
No, they would not. She would not be able to get around that because she. Oh, wait a minute. No, you're right, because she says vehicles get crew 2. So if they gain the ability crew 2, then yes, you're right. That would be able to get around that. That's an interesting thought, Colin. So then in that case, if any of this happens to be true, and the mechs are powered with power stones, but then they gain the ability to crew, Kotori could be you know, Kotori could be pretty valuable. It's going to suck if none of this actually happens, because I think that sounds really cool. Using the power stones to power up your mech army. And I started playing Mech Assault way back in the day on PlayStation 1. So for me, I like mechs. I think they're really cool. My dad was always a big fan of Robotech. Watched Gundam and, you know, things like that as a kid. So Big O, I don't know if you guys remember that. So I think that'd be pretty cool. Yes, you're right. Hazazon was in there, so that does make sense that we could see deserts.
Choked with smog.
We've destroyed the continent.
As we're covering 60 years of history, characters age as well. So we see, obviously, the marquee characters of Urza and Mishra in their youth, in their sort of adulthood, and then more advanced age.
Mishra gets corrupted.
Oh, there's
by
Gix.
And becomes Phyrexianized. We kept Mishra's youth throughout Act 3, so that when you finally see their showdown, Mishra is young and youthful and powerful and has all these new tools on him. Big, crazy, creepy Phyrexian claws and armor, and Urza is just himself. He's the Urza that everybody knows by this point. Long gray hair, long gray beard, just trying his best to stand his own against his brother. Really like the design language of the two brothers' machines. We really wanted to reflect sort of their own personalities and their upbringing, and really have that influence how they would go about making their own automatons and robots that are gonna.
Hey Gary, thanks for stopping in, man.
Decades-long conflict.
Urza, he landed in a really cushy.
Mass production. So I believe a couple of the ones from Aether Revolt, mechanized production. I did see people were talking about mechanized production, and there was one other one. It was the blue mythic from Fate Reforged, I believe. I cannot remember the name, but I think those two cards people were talking about a little bit today or yesterday on Reddit. If mass production's a card and it creates, you know, either power stones, or it creates, you know, an army of XX mechs, I think that'd be cool.
Position basically. So he had like all these resources to draw on, and whereas Mishra was like in the desert, he kind of had to scavenge and scrounge for all his materials. So he had to be a lot more like hardy and resourceful, and just like it was a lot more of like making do with what he had.
We wanted that to come through in their designs. So Mishra's designs are very fast.
Ashnod, Sienna Return.
Just like a hint of Phyrexian influence in there. Urza's machines are very staunch and big, and like we wanted to think about him more as like a defensive player.
Dude, these things right here, I freaking love these. Depth Charge Colossus. I feel like some of these are going to be those really like, I don't want to say like draft fodder cards, you know, where it's a big, you know, 8/8 or a 10/10, something like that, you know, for like 9 mana. But the arts look freaking amazing. I'd like to get some prints of these, to be honest.
On the battlefield, whereas Mishra's just going after you full tilt across the desert. You can also see that too, and where they stay and where their workshops are. Urza's tower is just like
There's a lot of these
low,
Urza's tower
pristine
concepts.
white beacon that are sort of surrounded by mountains, and it's very imposing.
It's the perfect place for Urza because there's no one there except him and his machines in his workshop.
Prince of
Whereas Mishra
Krug,
has
okay.
Tons of folks running around.
Mishra's foundry is in the middle of the Kerr Ridges that he builds organically through a massive trunk of a fallen tree. So kind of says a little bit about both brothers just from where they're hanging out throughout the story. It's really interesting dichotomy to play with of they're both very angry with each other, but they're both kind of like low-key jealous of each other.
Which one is that, Tommy?
Motivator for both Urza and Mishra. If only they talked to each other rather than fight.
Is it a, let's find out here real quick. Is it a rare? You said Kaladesh? Kaladesh was what, 2016? 2017? Aether Revolt, Kaladesh. Cruise for 1 white. Okay, so Metalwork Colossus, that one. This one would make sense. Cost X less to cast, where X is the total CMC of non-creature artifacts. The only problem with... I wonder if it'll... Okay, so maybe in this case they would do something similar like... it cost X less to cast, where X is the total number of power stones, or it cost X less to crew. Like, they keep crew, but maybe you can use power stones in place of that? Or maybe you use power stones as a power source. I don't know. Peace Walker. Let's check that one out. Peace Walker Colossus. Oop. PEA. Is that Kaladesh? Peace Walker Colossus has 8th Revolt. Another target vehicle you control becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Crew for 4. Okay. Okay, so it's another, so he can't do it to himself. But you pay 2. That's a pretty good one. Gets around it all.
While the war might have started as a fight between brothers, this isn't just the story of Urza and Mishra. Their sibling rivalry caught a lot of other people in the crossfire, and they've all got their own stories to tell too. Let's get a rundown on some of the war's other big names.
Wait a minute, Colin, is that one of the ones you got off me? Because I thought I gave you some cards from that, from Aether.
The original novel focused really heavily on like the two brothers' perspectives, but we wanted to really broaden it out here and show the effects that the war had on everyone else. Like,
and you can just pay it any number of times because you don't have to tap it, right? Yeah, you don't have to tap it. You just pay 2 and boom. That is really good.
Oh no, like your field just got turned into a battleground.
It was really cool to be able to expand that out beyond just the brothers and the major characters and really kind of focus on the little guy, the boots on the ground, people who happen to be living on the continent during this entire conflict.
There's a deep fan desire to see a lot of characters.
There's Titania. Okay, so that's one of the things I wanted to maybe expand on a little bit. These command cards. So I believe, so we see there's a Titania's command. I think there's also an Urza's command. There's probably going to be a Mishra's command, maybe like a Gix's command. These look, so these arts, these look like, these look like Mystical Archives. To me, that's exactly what these look like. And I remember people talking in Reddit about how archives were going to come back, or they thought they were going to come back, and it really kind of looks probably like they are. I'm wondering who this is, like if this has any bearing on anything, or if that's just part of the art. Like, what the heck is this up here? That's kind of what I'm curious about.
See a lot of characters that have been named, but like either poorly represented or never before represented. And
there's another Titania there.
We basically hit every single one of them and then invented some new ones as well. So
Thanos.
The Island of Argoth in particular was a really fun instance of showing just humanoids versus machines and allowing them to feel like they have some sense of agency. Like there's sweet shots of elves like cleaving through one of Urza or Mishra's machines, or like one of my favorite pieces is a giant tree folk. Absolutely
bushwhack. I like that.
Showing how these creatures are able to take on these massive creations that no one from the continent of Tertiaire could
if it's tree folk, that's going to be cool. Because we don't really see a whole lot of tree folk.
Versus elves and tree folk and druids.
There's Fauna Shaman. We know we're getting her again.
As mentioned in the book, and
or that we wanted pretty sure.
Fauna's like just bone white tree bark. When tree folk.
These so I think out of everything so far, what I'm most, I don't know if I'm most excited about it, but I'm really excited about the tree folk aspect of it. Like this to me just looks freaking sweet. Like having a bunch of giant tree folks and then just going in. I'm sure they're going to have trample and then just go in and clobber and everything.
And Titania herself stands up in her.
And there's the Titania.
Final form. She's pretty easy to distinguish between the brothers' machines because she is purely made out of natural materials. That white bark really comes through.
With Argoth, it is the chance for the world itself to rise up and attempt to resist the machinations of these two brothers. Their war raging across a continent. Argoth is trying to say not here, not you two, and not now.
It's a little bit more tragic for me.
Lochiel Clockwork Scholar. Let me take a look at that one.
This island that wanted nothing to do with the conflict And then finally, the two brothers meet for the last time, and the Silex gets activated. Everything goes quiet for a while.
Yeah.
In our approach for
It's possible I
going through
might have it. I'll
the
take a look.
set, we really wanted to capture some of the vibe of just general 90s art inspired by the old Antiquities set. And you can see that in some of the characters too, like Ashnod in particular. I feel like came straight out of that time period, and I loved her so much. She's
Yeah,
so
I was
great.
gonna say all the bad guy characters look like they are. It's 1999.
Mishra's
Nothing
hair.
bad has happened.
Yeah, Mishra's hair.
Mishra's
Mishra's
yeah.
hair.
We were able to do a callback to a card that showed the two of them arguing in just
I love this
peak
card.
90s wizard attire.
As a card game, Magic has some unique opportunities and challenges when it comes to storytelling. That is especially true in a set like this. So let's check back with Ristic Studies for a closer look at how Magic handles revisits to its own decades-long canon.
It is often remarked that histories are written by the victors. That is certainly true of the Antiquities War, or rather, the Brothers' War as it came to be known. That epic poem did well to deify those two monsters, but glossed over the lives of the foot soldiers and peaceful citizens who were caught tangled in their squabbling.
Doesn't
Returning
that kind
to
of look
the
like
past
Kaya?
has its merits.
Like
Now,
almost. That
we
looks like
can see
Kaya
how
there.
the battles truly unfolded in real time, and how everyone suffered at the might of the machines.
Scrapwork platoon dispenser. That thing's freaking sweet. I swear, if this platoon dispenser, where did that thing go?
Suffered at the might of the machines.
Scrapwork platoon dispenser. Like, if this is like an artifact where you can just pay X amount of mana and create X amount of, you know, these little walker guys, I'm all for that. Just get yourself an infinite mana generator and start spitting out platoons. This one's really cool. I wonder if Power Stone Fracture, to me this seems like destroy target artifact is what it's going to be. Some kind of removal spell. This guy looks like maybe just some, you know, kind of some like common or uncommon artifact creatures maybe.
At the beginning of the
Aeronaut's
war,
wings give
soldiers
creature
fit
flying,
with
maybe?
metal wings leapt from ornithopters gliding above the battlefields. Cavalries plummeted from the clouds, and if they survived the fall, they would face an even worse reality on the ground.
That's kind of
Rations from
scary.
Weaponized grain plows, assaults from titanic mechs, ambushes from steel worms lingering beneath the earth. War is a perpetual nightmare composed
It does.
of endless
Gary, I agree. It
surprises.
does give me a lot of 40k vibes.
It didn't take long before human troops became scarce, and the brothers replaced their infantry with automatons. Mass production of mechanized war machines demoted the
Ah, see, automatons. That's important because I don't think you can't crew an automaton. If we're just talking about like robots in general, because automatons are their own things. So that's why kind of I'm thinking since it's automatons, and maybe, I mean, the mechs you could probably crew, the automatons maybe not, but I still kind of think that you're gonna power artifacts with power stones. That's the only thing that really makes sense to me.
soldiers to the trenches, which carved across Dominaria like dried riverbeds after a decade of drought.
Oh yeah, Mirror
While the
Battlesphere. Yep,
Dothraki
that's
perused
one.
Their golden palaces dressed in silks, the soldiers toiled in the ditches and lived off stale bread. While Urza scaled.
You know what this reminds me of? Starship Troopers. I don't know why. I don't know. Something in the very back of my mind sees this, and I think Starship Troopers. I feel like this has got to be. It must be similar.
The social ladder to leverage political power, the soldiers hid from dragon engines stalking the skies above.
This guy's cool.
At times, these armies would unknowingly intersect while wading through the muck, like two ships passing in the dead of night. War is an illogical comedy of errors. As the fighting escalated, so did the dehumanizing of its people. Incessant bombs filled the trenches with
There's
shrapnel,
ornithopters.
leaving
It
smoldering
looks like 'em.
craters in their wake, which swallowed oblivious passerbys to their doom. At night, sleep was more than a commodity. it was a luxury. Grotesque beasts preyed upon the immobile.
That's a creepy one,
When they weren't
but I love it.
killing each other, something was ready to kill them. Even catering to the fallen ran the risk of death from patrolling machines. War is disregarding of
Jeez
dignity.
Louise.
The island of Argoth suffered perhaps the most of all.
Okay, so the meld card, from what I understand or what people are thinking, and I have seen this on Reddit, it's I think Argoth Sanctum of Nature, and then one of the Titania cards will end up melding together, and that's what makes her the giant walking tree.
To fund it, then left to burn. The arms race for raw materials poisoned the waters and filled the air with toxic vapors. But the natural world resisted. Championed by its most
Yes,
noble
this one, Voice of
protector,
Gaia.
the keepers of the forests valiantly rejected the mindless tyranny. This wasn't a war between good and evil, or right and wrong. To assign such value statements is to give both sides too much credit. This was just a war, in all its brutality and senselessness and pride and greed.
Okay, there's the Mishra's
The only
Command,
heroes were
Mystical
those who
Archive looking
remained
card.
nameless, those who were never glorified with coronations or citywide ceremonies. Their names were never mentioned in the antiquities. Besides, no lengthy poem could ever justify the cruelty and arrogance of this
Unleash
rivalry.
Shell. I feel
Just
like
look
they
at
could
what
have said
did
Hell,
to Dominaria.
because there's already Hurl Through Hell.
That's all the time we have here today. We hope you've enjoyed seeing this turning point in Magic history. Be sure to stay tuned for the Brothers War debut video next Thursday, October 27th, where
okay.
we'll be taking a closer look at the new cards, new commanders, and all the other goodies you can expect from the Brothers War. We'll see you there.
Finally. Okay, so Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific time is 9, 10, 11, 12, because that's noon. Noon here. How to cast a cement stove. Oh, that was in my watch later. All right, so the visual spoilers. Let's take a look at these bad boys. Dude, I'm excited for Bro. Honestly, I just love the fact that it's... I love the fact that the set name is Bro. For nothing else, because it's called Bro, it's great. But so these are the spoilers that we have so far. We got Mishra lost to Phyrexia. There's the dragon engine we saw in the art, but this is also a meld one. Although, what does it say? Enters the battlefield or attacks, choose 3. Okay, there's Power Stone tokens. Melds with Mishra claimed by Gix. Okay, so this one here. Then we got Phyrexian Revoker. We got Howling Mine. How do you guys feel about like the just straight up retro cards like this? I'm assuming that these are going to be able to be pulled in collector packs only, in non-foil and foil, and probably foil etched. How do you guys feel about those? Because personally, I don't know if I quite like that they're doing these retros. I feel like those should be in a remastered set. You know, like Dominaria Remastered. I feel like that would be perfect for them. And then I'm wondering which ones are going to be available in the serialized version. So is it like all of the retro ones, or is it only like a select few? That's the other question we got to ask. There's the Mightstone and the Weakstone. We got Urza, Lord Protector. I have seen some things saying that this Urza Planeswalker right here is one of the best Planeswalkers ever printed. That's something I saw. Let's see if I can open that a little bit larger. No, it's really small. It says once during each of your turns, you may activate an additional loyalty ability of Urza's Planeswalker. Okay, so artifacts, instants, and sorceries you cast this turn cost 2 less. Draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. Create 2/1 with colorless soldier artifacts. Exile target non-land permanent. Wow. And artifacts and planeswalkers you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Destroy all non-land permanents. It is extremely strong. Like, that's going to be insane. So, wait, do these two? Oh, okay. So it doesn't show the back of it, but it must be that these two, on the back of these two cards, they meld together. And I guess that's what this is. This is showing that it's a meld card. Singles first. You think the retro ones are lame? You just think they're lame as a concept? Oh, you know what? So if they meld together to make a Planeswalker, the Titania, I bet you that Titania art card that melds together, it's going to be the exact, well, it is going to be the exact same way in that case. But she's probably going to, well, yeah, she's probably going to be a Planeswalker in that case. We just haven't seen her abilities and stuff. The Wormcoil engine is the only thing so far that I've seen that was spoiled as being the serialized cards. One of the things I'm a little bit miffed on, so remember just not too long ago they came out with those promo foil retro Soul Rings. I think it was for Dominaria United, or it might have been the last set. And now they're reprinting it in the Commander deck? I kind of hate that. Because when we got those retro Soul Rings, they felt special. I use them in all my Commander decks, and now they come in a Commander deck. I mean, if it's the theme, it just takes away from the special aspect. I'm assuming they're not going to be foil, but I don't know. At least there's that. We got Mishra's Foundry, which is pretty cool. Becomes a 2/2 assembly worker, artifact creature on turn, still a land. Target assembly worker is +2/+2. Feels okay. Surge Engine, we get some nice defenders. Loses defender, and this creature can't be blocked. So Surge Engine actually seems like a really good one. Base power type is 5/4. Activate only if it doesn't have defender. So that's going to be, it's 4 to do that. But it'll become a 5/4 blue, and it can't be blocked. Draw 3 cards. Activate only if it's blue and only once. So that costs 6 to draw 3 cards. That part maybe not so much. These guys, I feel like these are all going to be the mechs that are in the set. I really like this guy. He just looks very ominous standing behind, you know, this tree. These trees. Yeah, the making it not as special part is what I really don't like. I like the Reliquary Tower. I like the Command Tower. I think they look pretty cool. Ivory Tower, that's an older reprint. Preordain's pretty nice in this border. Jalem Tome, I don't know if that was ever really all that useful. Skull Clamp, Skull Clamp's already what, like a $6 to $10 card? This version in foil is probably going to be $10, $12. Baleful Strix getting a reprint. Phyrexian Revoker, pretty decent. And then Howling Mine, I want to say is like $10, somewhere around that range. So we actually don't have that many spoilers out for it. The arts here, if we take a look at those, just again, one by one, it's, I don't know. I don't know what to think, you know? Battlefield Forge, are we going to see the whole cycle of these Apocalypse lands again? Because I just bought a Battlefield Forge. An Apocalypse, actually, a foil Apocalypse Battlefield Forge. Well, Colin, I'm pretty sure... Oh, sorry, not Colin. Tommy, I'm pretty sure... didn't they say something about vehicles becoming basically evergreen? Ooh, yeah. A Phyrexian hangerback walker. If that's the case, hangerback walker, I believe, doesn't it make Thopters? So if that's the case, maybe it'll make little Phyrexian Thopters. Hangerback walker. It's, there we go. It does look very similar. It's got 4 legs. I thought it had more. How many does this have? It's only got 3, but it could have been changed. The legs are slightly different. Yeah, it makes Thopters. There's actually a little bit of an increase in price here. But over time... Okay, so like what? Every couple of years something happens and hangerback walker spikes? Are we due for another spike up to $20? It's interesting. Was it in DMU? Oh, that's right. No, you're right. You're right. So maybe they're just combining the arts a little bit here. The Battlefield Forge. There's the Gruesome Realization. Argive Palace. I mean, that feels like it's probably going to be a land. Over the Top. The Scrapwork Rager. There's a ton of images here. Blitz Automaton. This right here reminds me of Zendikar. But that's Eldrazi, and there's no mention of Eldrazi's. There's that Platoon dispenser. I like that one. Legion. So Titania, Voice of Gaia. That's the one that's probably going to be the meld card. Because she's already getting ready to. She's like just pulling in all of the, all the leaves and vines and stuff like that. She's about ready to change. No One Left Behind. Trench Stalker. I like that one. Hostile Negotiations. These look like those little Thopters. Fog of War. I'm curious if that's going to be a fog. This guy right here. The Dragon Engine. This thing is freaking sweet. And you know it'd be really cool? If they did an art for this Dragon Engine card. I don't know how to say that first word. That's why I'm not saying it. But if they did an art like this, similar to Ancient... not Ancient. Adult Gold Dragon. You know, that really good-looking Adult Gold Dragon. That would be freaking sweet. Very nice and clean. Kind of gives me a Yu-Gi-Oh vibe there, to be honest. Swamp artifacts? No, they're not going to be all swamps. I mean, this one, yeah. This one, probably. This is a plains artifact, clearly, because it's in a field, threshing. Wasteful Harvest. I'm wondering, like, it feels like 50% of this set is going to be max. There's the Power Stone Fracture. Maybe that overloads the Power Stones in your mech and it blows it up. Yeah, is it? Yeah, Ramos. We've got Ramos Dragon Engine. I think the foil etched version of him is over $20 or so, or he's around that level, in the $20 range. A Moment of Defiance, Airlift Chaplain. The Final Battle Concept. Llanowar, okay, Llanowar Wastes. There's our Titania, Avenger of Argoth. And then Argoth, Titania's Throne. Or Titania Throne. There's our Fauna Shaman. Bushwhack. I don't know why, I love this art here. Oh, yeah. Clockwork Dragon 2. That's right. Which one? Wasteful Harvester? Did I miss that? Did we go past that already? These are not in alphabetical order. There it is. A land... Oh, land harass. Actually, yeah. That's a good observation there. I can't imagine... Though, when is the last time... Usually WotC stays away from land destruction these days. Oh, you know, Tom, I didn't even think about that. If these are art cards, I'm gonna have to buy the set packs to complete the art. The art set. That would make sense that these are art cards. Argoth Island. This appears to be... You know, he's a toy maker, but appears to be making a dragon there. Teething Wormlet. I love this. And we got Mirel, Shield of Argive, Drafna. Harbin, okay. Killzone Acrobat, Mechanized Warfare. So these are those automatons. Like, these things just look sweet. But what part of this set is are all these actually Phyrexian? That's what I don't understand. Like, I know the set after this is going to be a Phyrexian set, but like, are those Phyrexians? Or they're supposed to be Phyrexians? You're right, Colin. Good observation. Definitely a bird, more than a dragon. Or maybe he just hasn't installed the teeth yet. Which one? The Fauna Shaman? A reprint of Fauna Shaman? There's supposed to be a reprint of Fauna Shaman. There's Tacasia. Audacity. Anytime we get a card with just a one name, or like a one word name, it always feels like they end up being generally pretty good. Like grief, solitude, anger. There's a whole bunch of them. There's one called Valor. There's a whole cycle of those, if it's in your graveyard. I wonder if Audacity has something to do with that. And there's Urza, Prince of Krug. Okay, Urza's Tower. There's a couple of those. Meticulous Excavation. Tacasia's Welcome. There's the Great Desert again. He looks really weird in this, to be honest. Oh, yeah. Yep, Titania's up there. Aeronaut Cavalry. But you know what's... some of these must be art cards and some of them not, because generally there's only about, what, I think the smallest art set is like 56 cards, and I think the largest is 84? I think it's 84, and there's over 100 photos here. Unless they've just really beefed up the art card slot. There's that Simian Simulacrum. Great Desert Prospector. There's him looking for the Power Stones. Aeronaut's Wings. That's got to be an equipment. Sort of like the one from Zendikar Rising. Except it almost looks like it has... It almost looks like this has weapons or something on it. Like, something on this. Or maybe that's part of the harness. And is this powered by... No, these must be some kind of grenades. So you can pull them off your back and then just toss them. And then there's the Temporal Anchor. Part of me thinks that it's going to be some over... No, I'm sure they've... Well, I was going to say, I'm sure WotC has learned their lesson about making overpowered artifacts. Yeah, dude, I'm having fun, man. Hulking Metamorph. I want to know what this is. It better not be another Paradox engine that's going to get banned. The thing I do like about it a lot, though, is this feels like an invention, like a masterpiece. Because they all have, like, this color scheme. I don't know if that means anything, but... Then there's the anchor, which I thought that was the anchor. But this... I don't know. I can't tell where these overlap here. This almost looks like that piece right there, but it's just... Oh, I think it is. Because this piece right here looks exactly like this piece right here. Yep. Okay, so yeah, that's where they're forging the anchor. So this whole thing is the temporal anchor. Definitely Kaladesh vibes for sure. Then there's our Silex. So Lauren of the Third Path, when I saw this, I'm thinking this is like, I don't know what the Third Path is. Maybe it's like a group or a school or something like that, because we've got Felden of the Third Path. Those have got, got to be related there. And maybe it looks like they're studying the Silex, Urza's Silex. Man. There's Harbin again. Scrapwork Cohort. Another one of these ones that looks like it's just out there chopping up lands. But I can't imagine there's going to be land destruction. Or at least not basic land destruction. Demolition Field. There's Thopter Mechanic. So this is the lady that looks, to me, reminds me of... she reminds me at least of Eager First Year. So if we look up Eager First Year, I don't know, for some reason, these two just remind me of each other. So maybe she's graduated from Strixhaven and now she's a Thopter Mechanic. Not possible. Eager First Year? Advanced Theory later this week. Wait, who's the... That's Christy? Who did this art? Joshua. Well, they're by different people. And what the heck is this? Transmogrant's Crown? Maybe an artifact that allows you to change something? I don't know. This goop here looks like... I don't know. This guy looks sweet. The Clay Champion. And Razor Slash Transmogrant. So here's all that black stuff all over it again. And it's coming off of these blades. So that's these two have got to be... Oh yeah, right here. There's that crown there. And that black ball is the head. Okay. Oh, so this must have been removed from a transmogrant. From a Razor Slash Transmogrant, this was its crown. And that's what all this is it's, oily blood. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? Razor Slash and Clay Champion. You think? I bet you Clay Champion fought Razor Slash here and then boop, lopped off its noggin. And that ain't the first fight it's been in, because it ain't got any feet. 'Tis but a flesh wound. All right, Tanos is tinkering. We got a little Snaky Boy there. Mishra's Juggernaut. That thing's freaking a beast. Coastal Bulwark. Dude, this. I swear, if this is a 017 Cherix counterpart, Defender, that's going to be crazy. The size of these things, like the scale of these cards looks amazing. Yeah, I think it's exactly what it is, Colin. That's the good and evil. Like, these probably are counterparts in that aspect. Blitz so there's more of our automatons. Mishra's Onslaught. Splitting the Power Stone. So this has got to be a story card. At the bottom sometimes where they say Story Spotlight, it feels like what this is probably going to be. There's Tocasia. Great Desert Prospector. There's the Dig Site. Latinam Adept. There's Jalem Tome, but that's the blueprint version, because there's supposed to be blueprints in this set, different blueprint cards. So that's got to be what this is. Which I'm all for the blueprint cards. They look really cool. Reconstructed Thopter. That's interesting. There's Urza and that must be Mishra, like part through his transformation there. In Evolving Wilds, that's actually a Wilds that's evolving. Why is that disappointing? You don't like those colors? I mean, I don't see a whole lot of Simic in here, so I'm a little bit, there's going to be plenty of green, obviously, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of Simic is the only thing. And then there's that Visions of Phyrexia. This looks like a Mystical Archive, and then, of course, Gruesome Realization there. And then, so now that we've taken a look at that, the other thing I wanted to take a look at, which you guys have probably undoubtedly already seen, at least I hope so, is the Phyrexian box art. So check these things out. Here's the draft booster, and it has Atraxa on it. So I didn't know Atraxa was going to be in this set. I mean, I guess I kind of should have figured it because it's Phyrexian, but Atraxa's in here. Then we've got my favorite, Elish Norn. Says we get a guaranteed foil and an art card, so set boosters have always been that way. This does look like the same size box, so it appears we're still looking at 30 packs. 10 in each, 12. It doesn't say it's 12 cards, but it's sure it's going to be 12 cards again. But look at these freaking collector boosters. Yeah, so red's my favorite color. I bet you all this is foily. It looks amazing with the Phyrexian art and stuff, the Phyrexian text. You know what's interesting, though? If you look on the left side here, they did the same treatment as the Dominaria United boxes, where they have the retro, like, 30th anniversary art. I'm curious if they're going to do, like, every set that comes out since Dominaria United for the next year after that. Are they going to be doing the 30th anniversary art on the side of each one? That's definitely interesting. Unless they're just reusing this for the art. I don't know. I thought they were all going to be doing it for DMU. But we haven't, at least as to my knowledge, haven't seen the Brothers War boxes yet. So it'll be interesting to see if they have it on the side too. Yeah, you're right. They do have like almost like a reflection there. And then our bundles. These don't have anything with the retro on it, so I feel like they were just reusing box art maybe. But that's just our regular bundle. There's... You know what the thing is, I think? Dominaria United Jumpstart, absolute dumpster fire. We opened some down at the LGS, and was looking through these, and of course you can get some, you can get the basic lands and things like that, but it was all like the same cards, and there's only like 5 or 6 different packs you can pull. Terrible, 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 terrible. I feel like they already went ahead, like they've already bought and paid for these things. Before they found out how the market was going to react, and then the market reacted poorly, and they're like, crap, we've got tons of these coming in that we're just going to have to dump. I hope it's not the same, really. I hope it's not the same, but I have a feeling it's going to be. And then there's our pre-release kit. Which doesn't say anything on it. This is probably just a basic a box art, but 6 packs like normal. It comes with the dice, and then your sealed promo card. Interesting to note, during the Dominaria United pre-release, Tyler opened one of the pre-release kits, and it had 7 packs in it. So I'm wondering if they're going to have those same issues for these. And if that is the case, how does it get handled? Do you just have to pick one of the packs and give it up, or you just can only open 6, I guess? Yeah, you wouldn't have to give it up because you bought and paid for it. So yeah, Jumpstart 2022 does seem really good. Do we have Magic spoilers? Where's it at here? Jumpstart 2022. They should have those on here, I think. We've already seen a bunch of them. Do they not have Jumpstart 2022? There's the Secret Lair Extra Life, which we've already seen those. Sliver Legion. Sliver Legion looks really cool. Lathless looks really cool. And the Birds of Paradise, I really want this one. It's like a goose, but like a turkey, but like a goose, but like a multicolored peacock, all in one. Kind of excited for those. I don't see... Okay, here's the Jumpstart ones. Dude, check out the... there we go, Jumpstart 2022. Cold Steel Heart. We got a waifu Cold Steel Heart finally. And Kiki Jiki, yep. Which I thought was actually like, do we need Kiki Jiki this soon? When's the last time we had Kiki Jiki? Time Spy Remastered. Kiki Jiki is in the retro special card section. But I thought we had it in the list even after that. That's the thing. We can actually find this out. I believe. So Kiki Jiki, Mirror Breaker. Here's all the different versions of it from the Vault, Modern Masters, 2015. Yeah. So these, I believe these generally go in order here. Iconic, then Mystery Booster, Time Spy Remastered, and then the list. And if we look at the art, or the... No? Okay, it doesn't have... It has the date from the original printing, which is 2015. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we just had Kiki Jiki, and now we're getting it again. It is nice that it's a different art. Doesn't that share... No, that appears to be a completely new art. Oh, and we can't forget about these. The Phyrexia All Will Be One spoilers. So, apparently what I'm seeing is in the completed bundle, right? It says the completed bundle comes with 12 packs plus like an additional couple cards, like a special additional art, something like that. People are thinking that's where these are coming from. You would get these from the complete edition of the bundle, but these are different. These are different set symbols between these. Yeah, you can't make it any bigger than that. I guess I'll just have to do this. Yeah, so like that's number 432, and that's 475. I can't quite make out what the set symbol or what the number is there. It looks like maybe 430. Furnace Punisher. I don't know how I like these, to be honest. What do you guys think? This, I don't know, it feels I love the arts. I think the arts look freaking fantastic. A mythic and a rare? Are you talking about the little bonus packs? Oh yeah, because these are all uncommons. And uncommons and commons, so we haven't even seen the rares yet. I don't think I like the little Phyrexian symbols all over it. I love the Phyrexian symbols, and I like Phyrexian stuff, and I think these arts are amazing. But I don't like having the Phyrexian symbol all over the place. It just looks like a banknote. Like if you look at the little the strips in banknotes, how they have the little holograms all over them, that's what it looks like, and I just think that looks kind of silly, to be honest. Just a normal foiling with maybe one large Phyrexian symbol on it, like down in the text box where it would normally go, and where WotC has traditionally put those foil set symbols in. They always put them in the text box, but now they've just stamped it all over the card. And it just, I personally don't think it looks good. Although I really, really want this Thrumming Bird. Kind of reminds me of R.L. Stine. Some of the stuff from his... Or no. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. That book. That's what this reminds me of. Set info and Planeswalkers reveals February 3rd, 2023. And then the October Super Drop. I think everybody's already seen these. We got the Junji Ito cards. They're all amazing. The Post Malone cards. I like Post Malone. I don't necessarily like these cards. I do like the lands, though. I think these are great. These, if looks could kill, these are my freaking favorite ones. And really this one, Reflector Mage. The Reflector Mage Secret Lair. If we go there. October Super Drop 2022. If looks could kill, let's go to Foil Edition. Look at this guy. I don't know why, but I just love this freaking card. It looks like he's a magician from, I don't know, like Liberace or something like that. This thing's freaking amazing. And also, this one's freaking amazing. I love these. This Secret Lair right here is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I think the artist did a fantastic job. I don't know if any of these are actually really that expensive. Adaptive Automaton, I don't believe is. Liliana the Dark Realms, I thought she had some value. But these are just so solid. So out of all of these Secret Lairs, this is the one I know I'm going to be picking up. And they've got 21 days left. It's $40. It's $10 a card. It's not that bad. It's probably not the best, but it's not that bad. And this one's kind of neat too. Fabled Passage is kind of cool. Having a strip mine is kind of nice. I don't know if I think this... Oh, okay, no, this art matches. That is a strip mine. The Fabled Passage is pretty cool. This is a, it almost looks like a, what is that, a Morbius strip? I think it is. A Mobius strip. That's kind of what it looks like. I've seen too many Morbin Time. It's Morbin Time memes, and it's kind of like stuck in my head now. Command Beacon, and then you've got the Ash Barrens, looks really cool. So yeah, that's we've covered all of the all of this stuff. Now I'm gonna open up a box of Commander Legends. Because I was already gonna do that. So I'm gonna pull my cover off here. I believe I need to move this guy over. I need to actually get a box of Commander Legends real quick. Oh, it's Morbin Time. You're gonna quote that? That's such a it's such a cringy thing, you know. All right, I need to adjust a little bit. There we go. Commander Legends, we need to get Jeweled Lotus. One sec here. Gotta restore the chat. All right. There we go. I was doing some stuff with old Geist of St. Traff there. So let me make this a little bit smaller. Make this over here. There we go. I don't need this chat anymore. I'm trying to get, of course, Jeweled Lotus because it's expensive. And Jeweled Lotus is rising in price, actually. Last time I checked, Jeweled Lotus is looking at, what, over $100? Like, it came up to like 104, and then it dropped back down. And then, Jeweled Lotus, I believe, was starting to go back up again. It's $103.40. And yes, if we look at the chart there, it went up, down, and then now it's going back up. It dropped below 100. Now it's back over 100. All right, Commander Legends, though. We need to get some good stuff from this. I don't know where my knife is at, so we're just gonna go ahead and open it normally. The 8th pack. Yeah, if you guys want. Oh, by the way, I don't know why I haven't mentioned this yet. I've got a website. Everybody should already know that by now, crggamesllc.com. If you want me to crack something, go ahead and go on the website and purchase it. Until the end of today, you're going to get free shipping on anything over $100, on any carts over $100, and 10% off of your entire order. That's until midnight. I'll go ahead and crack it on here. I can just check the orders and I'll go ahead and crack it, ship it out to you just like normal. Colin, you really want the 8th pack from here? If you want the 8th pack, so for anybody that's actually local, and I've got my zip code set up, I have shipping set up to offer delivery. So I'll drop it off to you. It's $5. That covers me walking out the front door and bringing it to you, or driving, to wherever. On. I kind of need to build a little bit of inventory for Commander Legends as far as like rares and mythics go. I think I have Commander Legends packs on for like $5.50 or something like that. Let me just take a look real quick. Commander Legends. We've got, let's see, boosty packs. Where's it at? Oh, A to Z. Alphabetical order. Commander Legends. $6. But it's 10% off, so $5.40. And Colin, since you're in the same zip code, you can, you're in the cities that I've selected. I can bring it to you. But yeah, if you just want one pack, it's $6. All right. What we got? We got 24 packs, because these are all 24-pack boxes. I'm going to move my mat over here just a little bit. I was going to use my sorting tray, but I've already got it full of all those cards from Crimson Vow. I haven't put them away yet, so we'll just leave those go. The 8th pack. So this was first, second, third. Normally what I do is this. First row goes on top of the second, goes on top of the third, and then in the box, they sit like this. So it's literally just front to back. So the 8th pack is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. I pulled out the 8th pack for you. And the rest of them, we're going to go ahead and crack these. So, let's see what we got. Jeweled Lotus pack 1. I've already chosen yours, Colin. It's right here. That's yours. It's setting aside. Colin. We've got a Run Away Together. Most of this stuff is obviously bulk. I'm going to skip through that as best I can. Court of Ire. We got Brinelin. Balthus. Jalem Tome. Which is not going to be worth anything since it's getting reprinted in better versions. We got uncommons. Got to keep the uncommons separate. What do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 uncommons in that pack. When's the next time we're going to see a Commander Legends? Is it going to be another 2 years, you guys think? We got Commander Legends. This came out in, I think, September of 2020. Baldur's Gate come out not too long ago, just a couple months ago. We're going to have to wait another couple years before we get another Commander Legends. That's what I'm curious about. Forceful Denial, actually, in the common and uncommon slot in this set, we've got... What do we got here? There's not a ton of value. Command... No variants. Arcane Denial. That's not even part of the main set. Preordains 50 cents. Uncommon slot. We've got 3 Visits. And Thought Vessel. And... that's it. Except for Nadir's Nightblade. She's a $1.72. And Rising. Yeah, Colin, I'll do that. I have it right there. That's yours right there. All right. Let's get straight to the good stuff. Fencing Ace. Saddlebrute, Shimmer Mirror. Biowaste Blob. We got Emoti. Oh, that's pretty nice, actually. Radiant Sarah Archangel. Jessica Thrice Reborn foil. And a Prismatic Piper. I'll take that. That's solid. That's a pretty solid hit. I do got to get some sleeves out. There we go. Jessica Thrice Reborn. I don't think she's that crazy, but in foil, it's just a nice to have. You know, Gary, I agree with you. It wasn't. It wasn't. It was Baldur's Gate that they tagged on the words Commander Legends to. Definitely not quite a Commander Legends set. Has a lot of great cards, though. I've actually got some Baldur's Gate. Dude, I have been itching to open Baldur's Gate collector boosters all week. For the last 7 days, I have been itching every day to open Baldur's Gate. I don't know why. Hey, command beacon right there. I don't know why. I just got this itch to open it. Captain Vargas Wrath. I got a nice Amrith there. And a foil Seraph of Dawn. Dragon token. Extra $100. Hey, well, this is the thing. It's come back to bite him a bit, right? Because Baldur's Gate has not maintained that. Not to say that the cards aren't good, because there's a lot of great cards in this set. It's just the prices have not maintained. Plus, Magic is a little weak now. Or I don't know if it's just every card game, because I'm not in any of the other. I'm not in any of the other stuff. I'm only in this. What do we got? Horizon Scholar, a Bladegrift Prototype, Laru, and Eyeblight Massacre. Nothing crazy there. Yeah, Ancient Copper. I think I need that one too. I did have one, and I believe... No, I think I do have one in Miram Sentinel Worm. Either that or I sold it. I can't remember. I had a couple at one point. But I've got Baldur's Gate. I've got one box of each set and collector. I've held off ordering some more for the moment. My Sandstone Oracle, Austere Command's pretty decent. Heskett, Blim, and Souls of Fire. But Ancient Copper, what is the price on that? I haven't checked the prices in Baldur's Gate in a long time. I've just been really wanting to open it. Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate. So, Ancient Copper, borderless, is up 1%. A regular one is $55. Black Market Connections is up 10%. It's $35. Dude, Black Market Connections is going to be... Is that going to overtake? You guys think Black Market Connections is going to overtake Ancient Copper Dragon? I mean, realistically speaking, Black Market Connections has more playability than Ancient Copper Dragon, right? It's Ancient Copper is a 6-drop. Black Market Connections a 3, which you can get out on turn 1 with a Dark Ritual and start benefiting it, because you play that in your main phase, then you move to the pre-combat. Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, because it does say pre-combat main phase. So you won't get it on your first turn. You'll get it on the second turn, and you can start making treasure token, draw a card, an extra card, and a 3/2 colorless shapeshifter on turn 2. Yeah. Black Market Connections has got to be one of the most powerful enchantments probably like ever made. Which one are you thinking of? Black Market Connections, $35. The extended art is $2 less for some reason. I was kind of lucky. I bought a couple of those early on for like $17. I was going to buy more, but at the time, like, I think I was just doing the TCG player stuff at the time, so I didn't have a bunch of money to do that. Free visits, so I did not do that. Whoa! Where's I don't have a bell. That's a ding. Vampiric Tutor, my guys. And a Glacian. There's Glacian, Power Stone Engineer. A Romy and a Motor Beast. Hell yeah. Sleeve it. We gotta sleeve it. Needed another one of these. Vampiric Tutor. Not a foil. It'd be cool if it was a foil. Dragon Dex and Callian. That's what I'm saying. It's $55. I'm not saying it doesn't deserve its price. I'm just saying some other cards in the set maybe deserve a higher price. Strictly for their playability. Like Black Market Connections, that's going to be playable in any black deck forever. Like, who wouldn't trade their life for mana? Somebody that if they do, they're going to lose, I guess. I will say, the only thing is, if I remember right, let me just read that again. Black Market Connections does not say you may do it. You must do it. You have to choose one or more. So at the minimum, you're going to be losing one life at the beginning of each of your pre-combat main phases. It puts a timer on you, but honestly, it's worth it. It's still worth it. All right, Elvish Dreadlord, Son of Rog, Nara, Arcane Signet. That's probably $1 in foil. So Vampiric Tutor right now, I believe, is still $50. Let's just double check that. Commander Legends, no variants. Vampiric Tutor is $45. It's up 5%. I know, Colin, you gotta get around that, man. Using life as a resource is one of the best things you can do. Once you start doing that, dude, the doors open up to all kinds of possibilities. You've got 40. And if you're gaining, you know, if you gain life, of course you got more than that, but you got to use that stuff, man. Use life. Scholar of Ages, got Monstrous Onslaught, and a Court of Grace. Tuya, Elena, and a Path of Ancestry. Yeah, so I had Phyrexian Arena in Edgar Markov. I took it out to put Black Market Connections in. I've never looked back. It's so much better. I also have it in my Party Time Precon as well. All right, Guildless Commons. We got Aurora Phoenix, Lurk, Elif, and Crimson Fleet Commodore. Yeah, I mean, sometimes that happens, dude. Sometimes that happens. That's a risk I'm willing to take. That is a risk I'm willing to take. Volcanic Dragon got a Victimize, Kamal's Will, or Muldrak, and a couple commons there. Hey, I still did pretty good during that game, even taking all that life. You gotta admit. Alright, Lore Seeker Stone, Scale Behemoth, Opposition Agent. That's a good one. Obeka and Hans. This box is turning out pretty decent. It's basically 50% paid for now. If we consider it to be, you know, $100 a box, essentially. I think Commander Legends boxes are closer to $120 now, as far as like a market price goes. But I believe you can still pick them up maybe a little bit less some places. Body of Knowledge. We got an Essior and a Zara. And a Foil Victimize. No, wait, did I die first? I can't remember if I died first or not. No, I think we all died at the same... Oh, no. Yeah, technically I would have died first. Yeah, you're right. But only on a technicality because we all started taking damage and I just happened to have the least amount of life. Yeah, I'm okay losing the life. That's no issue for me. I'll pay. I will pay. Spectator seating, it's a good hit. These lands, these Commander Legends lands, I believe they've actually been holding pretty strong. In, like, what, $9 to $12 in that range? Archon is a mythic. Not expensive. Oil Nostro, it's kind of cool. But Nostro, Voice of the Crags is not, he's not that much. Although it's probably not, I mean, he's not a bad one. If he could do X damage to target creature or player, that would be different. Rings of Brighthearth, a Kangi, a Kamal, and Dragon Mantle. I still have not actually built this set yet. The main set is 361 cards. That's kind of big, actually. This is one that I will be. Colin, it doesn't matter. Does not matter. Life. Doesn't matter there. Profane Transfusion. There's Glacian again. And a Rummaging Goblin. I don't think there's going to be a Jeweled Lotus in this box. Because in that last box... I think it was the last box. It might have been the previous one before that. We already pulled a... we pulled a Jeweled Lotus and a foil Jeweled Lotus. Actually, you know what's interesting? I put that video up. It's just as a short. And that has so much dislike comparative to other videos. It's like... I don't remember what the exact number of like dislike percentage is, but like a whole bunch of people dislike that video comparatively to other videos. I don't know why that is. I think it might be a little bit of saltiness, to be honest. I was salty. I almost hit the dislike button because I wanted 2 Jeweled Lotuses. You gotta hold on, Colin. I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it, man. I'm saving that Jeweled Lotus just for you, dude. Meteor Mace. Flamekin Herald. Nimrus is okay. We got a foil Glacian. Dude, we've gotten 3 of these Glacians. Honestly, he's not that bad. If he didn't cost 6, though. Like, there's so much more value out there for 6 mana in the in that slot. Rex Sage, okay. Stone Fury, Prismatic Piper. I'll tell you what, I'm a little bit behind on sorting Commander Legends right now, actually. All right, what do we got? Kangi's Lieutenant. We got Mindless. Keeper of the Accord. I believe he's pretty decent as far as value goes. Armix, Quain. Hey, check that out. Regular Quain? Foil Etched Quain. Not too bad. I don't believe it's like worth anything, but... Alright, Crushing Vines. I am going to put this Vampiric Tutor probably on my website in the Select Singles section. Hey, Apex Devastator. I always love this one. I need the borderless foil for this, but I think it's like 35, 40 bucks. Last time I checked, it's been a while though. Actually, Apex is around $10, so we'll put it in a good pile. And a Crushing Vines. I got 2 more packs, and then Colin, I've got yours here. Check Facebook if you can't remember to. My memory is like that of an elephant's. Just kidding. I think we all know that's not the case. This has got to be some kind of freaking record. We never get this many lands out of a box of Commander Legends. This never happens. It's always like maybe one. So getting 3 so far is impressive. Last pack. Gotta start a new stack for those commons. Yeah, Dawnglade Regent's not that great. We got a Toggo. Kodama's not too shabby. And Siren Storm Tamer. Alright, so, like I said before, in the uncommon slot, Nadir's Nightblade is like $1.50. So we need to pull those out. That's the wrong Nadir. It's uncommon, so I would expect to have, you know, at least 1 or 2. There's one. Wow, only 1? Okay, so a whole box of Commander Legends in the uncommon slot. We've got 1 Nadir's Nightblade. That's $1.50. These are all uncommons, and these are all commons. Take a look at these rares. Vault of Champions. So yeah, we got. I need to move my microphone a little bit. Vault of Champion. Well, now I got the whole arm in the way. All right. So we're just gonna put that back to where it was. Sort of like that. There we go. All right, Vault of Champions, Undergrowth Stadium, Spectator Seating, Vampiric Tutor, Jeska, Opposition Agent's pretty good. I mean, I think we actually did really good here. So if we take this at like, this is probably what, $25, $45. So what's that? 70. Apex Devastator, I think is around 10, 80. Actually, no. This box is probably break even at the best. What's Opposition Agent going for? $14. That's not too shabby. Apex is $13. We did not get an Akroma's Will. All right, Command Beacon, $6. I had no clue. Keeper of the Accord. 3 visits is 5. Okay, so there's some of these I'm not actually taking into account. 3 visits is $5. Reshape the Earth is $5. We didn't get one of those. Command Beacon is $6. Okay, so that wasn't that bad. This was still probably a break-even box. Oh, Colin, we have your pack still. I forgot about that. Colin, good luck. This hopefully is the Jeweled Lotus. Colin, do you want all the bulk or no? Colin, you want the bulk? I forgot there's a delay. Got my little baggie here for you. All right, here we go. Hunter's Insight. Meteor Golem. Oh, got a Sakashima's Protege. Well, for the first one. Then we got Ardennes. Hey, and Lisa. I don't know if you've played against Jason's Lisa deck, but it's actually really good. And a foil workshop assistant. And a treasure. Honestly, that's really not that bad. Sakashima and Lisa together. Lisa might actually be $1 or so. Colin, you don't have to buy this back if you don't want to. Because I'm going to get, I got all my BCW boxes in. I got 50. 25 each of the shoebox and 25 of the super shoebox. Because generally when I'm cracking a set, I crack a case generally for singles inventory. So I only need a super shoebox. Because a super shoebox will hold more than a case worth, sorted alphabetically. So it actually works out really well. And then when I've got extra smaller amounts of a set, I'll put them in a regular shoebox because it's 2 rows, and that works just fine. But yeah, if you don't want this back, you don't have to buy it. I'll just put it into inventory. Or if you just want to give me an extra $1, I'll throw in the Lisa or something like that. Oh, yes, I have them. I need to bring Jason back his deck as well, and I got to go out to my sister's and drop off a poster. So how about I get those together? And what time is it? It's 8:30. I actually need to be not up until 3 a.m. tonight because I got to work tomorrow. So, how about this? Well, when do you want me to bring them to you, I guess? $1 for the Angel. There we go. I'll keep the rest. These will be good for inventory. I have got to be up to, I don't know how many Commander Legends cards I have for inventory. I think at this point I've got 2 or almost 2 complete 5-row BCW boxes. The Super Monster box, which holds roughly 7,200 unsleeved cards. So I've got probably close to 14,000 Commander Legends cards. Yeah. And I've sorted roughly 6,000 of them. The other, no, I take that back. I've sorted roughly half of them. Although I did it the wrong way, because I did this previously before I started going to alphabetical order. I sorted them by color and then alphabetically, instead of just doing straight alphabetically. So I have to go back through those cards, and I have to, take them and place them in order, alphabetically. That's probably gonna take at least an hour. It's not actually that bad if you do it wrong, because they're already alphabetically sorted. You just have to grab that big old stack of cards like this, put it in the A slot, and do the same thing with everything else. So it's just a lot of like picking and pulling. It's not that bad. Friday, okay. I can bring him Friday. I got you a bag started. I do need to adjust my inventory levels, though. That way we don't accidentally sell the ones that I just gave away. Or sell the ones that I just opened for inventory. Where's it at here? Admin. There we go. Was that Commander Legends? That's 1 box. That's 24 packs. So I have got... How many left? 105 minus 24. 81 packs left. Minus 81. The reason? I don't know what reason I put to adjust the inventory. I don't know. Promotion. I call it a promotion. There we go. Oops. No, I have 81 left. My bad. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. Well, Colin, I'm going to get all this stuff packed up. I'll go pull your cards as well. I do still got to go drop Jason's deck off to him as well. Guys, if you would like to pick up some packs, I love packs. That's what I have on my website. Solely just packs. I do not have boxes. I have packs because I like packs. They're all at competitive prices. crggamesllc.com. Oh, I thought the stream was frozen for a second. crggamesllc.com. There's still 10% off your entire order. There will always be free shipping on orders over $100. And Colin, I still need you to make an account so I can send you your code. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll get the prices and stuff together for you. Oh, do you? Okay, well, in that case, I can send it to you then. I haven't checked it in at least a little bit. You have to sign up for emails though. I cannot send you an email. I cannot send you the code email if you're not signed up for emails. I'm not going to be spamming you with emails and things like that. You just have to. I can't send you an email if you don't opt in. It will not let me do so. Colin, yeah, you didn't sign up for email, so I can't send it to you. You got to sign up. And I turned off all of the automatic notifications. So, you know how like some stores you'll go and you'll put something in your cart, then you'll leave and you come back and it says, hey, you forgot this. It's like, well, no, I didn't forget that. I just didn't want to buy it then. Or some version of that. Well, I turned those off. So you're not even going to get those. I don't want them because I have an account, of course, on my own website because that's where I test out codes and things. I don't want to receive those emails. I'm sure people are fine. If they put something in their cart, they don't check out, it's fine. They didn't check out. Maybe they will next time. But I'm not going to be blasting anybody with emails reminding them, hey, remember that thing you looked at and you know you didn't buy? You didn't buy it. Not necessary. This box overall is pretty good. I am actually going to put some of these on the website, though. At least Vampiric Tutor is going to go on there. I am going to list singles occasionally. They're only going to be higher value singles, though, because of the process to list cards. It's not actually that bad, but I'm only going to list high value stuff on there. So, Colin, thank you for signing up. I will send you your code email as soon as you opt into emails. I can send that to you, and then we'll be good. And later, I'd actually like to try streaming probably either Battlefield 1 or League of Legends. Those are literally like the only 2 games that I play. Battlefield 1, because of the realism, it's freaking great. I love that game. League of Legends, because I've been playing it for a long time, and I also love that game. So I want to try that out. See how it goes, make sure everything works and all that stuff. So we'll probably try that out later. Colin, my guy. There you go. You're subscribed. Now, I will send you your email, sir, in just a minute. I'll send you your email in just a minute, and then you can use that code. It's more than 10%. I'll just tell you that. And also, what I plan on doing, some of you guys that have been watching my channel since the beginning in YouTube, you know, I don't have everybody's name, but there are some names that I recognize that I've seen time and time again, commenting on videos, things like that. I'm going to reach out to you. I think I can. I don't know if I can do it direct. Yeah, Tommy. Yeah, the only way I can send you that email is you got to be subscribed for emails. You're not going to get emails from me except for this one. And then if I have something that you absolutely probably want to know about, I'll send an email about it. But other than that, I'm not going to be sending emails to you. Because I also get the emails. Is that new? Has there always been a dab emote on Android? This is big news. That is big news. A dab emote. A stock dab emote in Android. That's pretty big news, man. I hate trying to talk with these on my head. I can't hear myself talking, and I hate that. They've got some kind of like noise canceling in these headphones, so it's actually pretty decent. But yeah, I need to get this stuff put away. I gotta get these packs cleaned up off the floor because I'm gonna slip on them like a banana peel and probably break my back. Oh. Yeah, nobody's gonna call that coffin to your elbow emote. That is dab. That is dab. All right, so now we know. I'm gonna do. Crap, I can't. So Thursday, I was wanting to do the same thing for Thursday's Wizard stream, but I'm gonna be at work, so I'm not gonna be able to do that. Tommy, you're in the Discord. You can just email me in Discord or message me in Discord. Or you have my email, crggamesllc@gmail.com. Everybody's able to reach me direct to my cell phone. Literally everybody. That's in the Discord, I should say. Oh, no, because everybody's got... I have my email on my channel. Like, I'm pretty sure in the description, like anybody, literally anybody can just email me if they ever need anything and try to help them out. Yeah. Discord, email. I don't know if you can read. Oh, yeah, you can. There is a contact me on the store. I don't expect anybody to use that. But I've never used... No, have I ever... No, I take that back. I've used those before. I have used those before. But yeah, if you're already... Tommy, I don't think you were actually subscribed. Are you now? No. Colin is. I gotta add Colin there. Actually, Colin, I have to give you the tag. All right. Now the code will work for you. Let me send you that email real quick. Tommy, if you hit that email opt-in, if you opt into that email, I can send you yours as well. I'm looking for... I already send... Oh, Gary, I gotta send you yours. But I have your tag. Ready. One sec. Where is... Oh, there we go. see. Colin. All right, just a reminder, the code is a permanent code that will always be available to be used for anybody that has it. It will only work for accounts that have the specific tag on their account. Even despite that, I would prefer that it does, you don't just like share it and like people try to use it and whatnot, because it's not going to work. But all right, Colin, there you go. I gotta put a note. One sec. No, not Discord. In the admin stuff for my website, I have a specific tag associated with your account that allows the code to work for you. That's the way I had to do it. You have to associate a specific tag, or so the discount is associated with a group of people, and that group of people all have that specific tag that allows the discount to work. Anybody that doesn't have that tag, the code will not work. But it's actually on the website, not on Discord. And Gary, if you're still in here, I just sent yours as well. But I can't send you that email through Shopify if you're not subscribed to emails. Yep. I don't even think you have to log in on the main page. You can just go down to the bottom. Right? Quick links. So yeah, subscribe to our email. You put your email in and you're good. But if you log in and maybe it associates with your account, I'm not 100% sure on that. But yep, I'll send it. I've got everybody's codes so far sent out. That's sub for emails. Except for Josh L. I don't know if Josh L is in the Discord or not. I know most of you guys' names already. I don't know if I recognize that person though. All right, sweet. Yep, like I said, that's a permanent one. As I add things in the future for anything on there now, anything that I ever put on there, that code will work for. Now, because it's a larger discount, you can't like, what the fuck is this? Oh my gosh. Why am I getting spam shit in my... I've not seen that before. I heard somebody talking. No, it was I was watching Asmongold, and he was talking about like bots will show up in like chats and things like that, and they'll put all that stuff. I was just watching that yesterday, I think. So I guess I got my first experience with those bots. That's insane. I deleted it and then hid the messages from that person so they can't show up. How in the world? I'm 100% not famous. Asmongold is famous. So I was watching his video. They were talking about how much money streamers make. Because I guess one of the guys, Yeah. One of the guys, like one of his buddies, got offered like $44,000 to host, I think, 10 minutes of ads, like a 10-minute ad stretch in their stream. I never see any bots though. I don't. Well, it's probably because I'm not a big enough streamer, but stream is healthy analytics. Just says settings. I don't think there's anything I can actually do for like chat stuff. But anyways, he was talking about how like one of his buddies got offered $44,000 to host like 10 minutes of ads, and he was talking about like the money he would make if he would do that on his channel, because I think he has like 75,000 people that like watch his streams or something like that, and he's like doing the math, he's make like $500,000 or $1 million, and I was like holy cow. Colin, you seem to know a whole lot about this streaming stuff. I don't even know how to do that. I'm sure there's like a button for it or something like that. If I go into edit, customization, live chat replay. Oh, participant modes. Live commentary approved users. So I guess that would be how. Oh, I didn't know you were on Twitch. So you probably watch Asmongold, right? Grew up on YouTube and lives on Twitch. This man, only just a man, has been playing since Crimson Vow. Alright, Gary, take it easy, man. Have a good night, dude. I'll catch you later. Oh, I haven't watched any of his live streams. I just watched the recaps here on YouTube. He's entertaining to watch. They talk about all kinds of stuff. So, anyways, I'm gonna get off here though, because I gotta go finish the laundry. I gotta get that out before it gets all wrinkly in the dryer, and then I gotta get all this stuff cleaned up and put away. I gotta put some more boxes together. I think I put together like 15 so far, so I've got another like 35 left. And it takes a long time to do that. Plus, I'm hungry. So, catch you guys later. There's a delay, so I may not see your stuff, but it's possible that I might stream on. I might be up until like midnight. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Catch you later, guys. Have a good night.